Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ramon. First time you are stopping by, you are welcome, and if you are not a subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch my videos. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to cut a cargo short with zipper fly and cargo pocket. It also has a back pocket, so if something that you are interested in, definitely keep on watching. So without wasting much of our time, let's get right into this tutorial. For this tutorial, you'll be needing 1.5 yards of chinos fabric or denim fabric. So I'm using a chinos fabric to make this cargo short. You also need this fold of this frame and also your short zipper. So guys, let's move to the drafting of the cargo shorts. From the edge of my pattern, I've already come down by 1 inch, which is going to be my starting line and the waistline. So after that, I'm going to raise my circle up by 1.5 inches, which is going to be for the waistband. So I will mark 9 inches for the distance between the waist to the hip line, 11 inches from the waist to the crotch line, and also the short length, which is 16 inches. After I'm done marking the points, I'm going to roll out a vertical line from the hip line, the crotch line, and the short length. After I'm done roll out the vertical line, I'm going to label my waistline, the hip line, the crotch line, and also the short length. After I'm done with that, I'm going to come up on the hip line and divide my hip measurements by 4 inches. My hip is 42 divided by 4, which is 10.5 inches. So I'm going to mark it on the hip line, the crotch line, and also on the waistline. So after I'm done marking the points out, I'm going to connect the 3 points together. After I'm done connecting it together, I'm going to come up on the waistline and divide my waist circumferences by 4. My waist is 32 divided by 4, which is 8 inches plus 1 inch for the sewing allowance. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to use my master ruler to connect it to the hip line. After I'm done with that, I'll go down on the crotch line and extend my cross by 2.625. To calculate your cross extension, you need to divide your hip circumferences by 16. So mine is 42 divided by 16, which gave me 2.625. Before I use my master ruler to cut out my cross cuff by connecting it to the hip line. After that, I will come down on my short length and divide my round tie by 2 inches. My round tie is 24 inches divided by 2, which is 12 inches. So after I mark it, I'm going to connect it to the crotch line. After I'm not connecting it together, I'm going to go up on the waistline on the side and come up by ½ inches before connecting it back to the waistline. So guys, we have done drafting out the pattern for the front short. So guys, let's cut it out, because we are going to use our front pattern to draft out the back pattern. So guys, we have done cutting out our front pattern. I'm going to place it on top of a new paper and use a pin to pin it together. After I'm done with that, on the waistline on the side, I'm going to come out by 2.5 inches. This depends on how bosom you are. So if you are small sizes, you can use 2 inches. If you are medium, you can use 2.5 inches, and if you are large size, you can use 3 inches. So you can use as much as 3 inches. So I'm going to rule out a straight line there. So that place is going to be my waist starting line. So from there, I'm going to divide my waist circumferences by 4. So my waist is 32 divided by 4, which is 8 inches. So I'm going to mark it plus 1 inches for the darts and 1 inches for the stitches allowance, which make everything that I mark on the waistline 10 inches. From that 10 inches that I mark on the waistline, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inches. This is for the back cross extension. You can use 2 inches or 2.5 inches. So I'm going to connecting it back to that 2.5 inches that I come out on the side. So we do this for the trouser to accommodate your bum bum. So I'm going to retake in my waist measurements now. Your waist divided by 4 inches plus 1 inches for that and 1 inches for the stitches allowance. After that, I'm going to roll it down. The next thing I'm going to do now is go down on the crotch line and come out by 2 inches and roll out a straight line. After I'm not roll out a straight line, I'm going to come down by ½ inches After I'm not coming down by half inches, I'm going to use my if curve to curve out my back rush curve by connecting it to the waistline. After I'm not curve out my crush curve, I'm going to clean out the preferred line that I've marked there. After I'm done with that 2 inches that I extended out on the crush line, I'm going to take it down to the short length and then connect the point together. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go up on the waistline on the side and use my if curve to connecting it to knotting on the hem of the shirt. So guys, after I'm done with that, the next thing to do now is to mark where our dart is going to be on the back pattern. So from the crush curve there on the waistline, I'm going to come in by 4 inches and rule out a straight line down. After I'm not rule out a straight line, I'm going to mark in 4 inches. That is going to be the length of the dart. On both sides of the line on the waistline, I'm going to divide 1 inches on both sides before connecting it together. So guys, we have done cutting out the pattern for the back, so I'm going to remove the front pattern and label it before I start cutting it out. So guys, we have done cutting out the back pattern and this is what the back and the front look like. So what's next now is to transfer the pattern to the fabric. I went ahead, I folded my fabric into two before place my pattern on top of it. So I'm going to add half inches on the hem and also on the waistline. So guys, I'm not cutting out the pattern on the fabric, so I'm going to put it aside and cut out the fabric for the waistband. So I went ahead, I folded my fabric into two. I'm going to roll out a straight line that is going to be my starting line and then come down by 4 inches. So that is the length of the waistband. So by the time I folded it into two, it's going to be 2 inches and the stitches allowance which is half inches. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to connect the point together by rule out a straight line. So after that, I'm going to divide my waist circumferences by 2 inches. My waist is 32 divided by 2, which is 16 plus extra 2 inches, making it 18 inches that I've marked. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to cut it out. That is it for the waistband. The next thing I also did is cut out the fly facing. So I'm cutting a 2 pieces for the fly facing. One is going to be on fold, the second one is going to be single. So I went ahead, fold the fabric into two and measure 9 inches for the length. So after I'm done marking it, I'm also going to mark 2 inches for the width and connect it together. After I'm done connecting it together, I'm just going to curve this side that you see me mark, the open side. I'm just going to curve it like that before I cut it out. For the second facing, I'm going to cut out a single pieces. The first one is on fold while the second one is going to be a single. So I'm going to place it on top and it's going to be half inches wider than the double pieces. So guys, after I'm done cutting it out, this is what it's looking like. So I'm also going to put it aside and cut out my cargo pocket. So for the cargo pocket, I'm using 9 inches for the length and the width is going to be 7 inches. So I went ahead, I cut 2 of it. The type of cargo pockets I'm using, I'm going to sew a fabric around it. So I'm going to measure around this space and know what is it, which I have 24.5 inches. So I went ahead, I cut out a straight fabric about 25.5 inches and the width is 2.5 inches. So I went ahead, I cut 2 of it. After I'm done with that, I also went ahead, I cut a cargo pocket cover. So I have it in 2 pieces and it's also on fold. So the length is 4 inches and the width is going to be exactly what is on the cargo pocket pieces, which is 7 inches. After I'm done with it, I'm also going to put it aside and cut out a fabric that's going to hold the ring. So this is type of ring I'm using and I have it in 4. So I'm going to measure what I have here, which is 1 inches, and use it to cut out a fabric. I just cut out a log fabric and the width is 2.5 inches. So by the time I fold it into 2 and use half inches to stitch it, what will remain is 1 inch. For the waistband, I fold the fabric into 2. The width is 4 inches by your waist circumference divided by 2 plus extra 2 inches. By the time I open the fabric, I fold it into 2 and I also fold in my stitches allowance, which is half inches on both sides. What will remain is going to be 1.5 inches, like what we raise up when we are drafting the pattern. The net is the best hold. I just cut out a pieces of fabric, I didn't measure it. So the width is about 1.5 inches. I just cut out 2 pieces. After that, I'm going to put it inside and these 2 pieces is for the zipper fly. The double one is a fly shade and I have it about 9 inches for the length before I curve it and the width is 2 inches. I'm going to put it aside. The second one is a single pieces and it's a fly facing. It's the same length but half inches wider than the fly shade. And this is the zip that I'm going to use for the cargo shorts. So guys, the last thing that I cut is the back pocket and the length is 8 inches by 7 inches wide and I cut 2 pieces of it. After that, I'm going to fold it into 2 and come up on the bottom by the side by 1 inches and use my straight ruler to connect it to the center. I did this because I don't want the bottom of the back pocket to be straight. After I'm done connecting it to the center, I'm going to cut it out. After I'm done cutting it out, this is what it's going to look like. So guys, we have done cutting out all the pieces that we needed for the cargo shorts and this is going to be the end of today's tutorial. In my next video, I'm going to show you guys how to join the pieces together, how to fix your waistband, your belt hold, your cargo pocket and your back pocket. If you enjoyed this tutorial and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and also ring the notification bell so whenever I post any video you'll be notified. Don't forget to like my video, it actually go a long way and also help my channel to grow. Comment and share my videos. See you guys in my next video. Bye.